everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to see a very important topic of OOPS, which is abstraction. So abstraction means hiding the internal implementation details and showing only the essential features of an object. So for this, let's consider a real-time example of an ATM. So consider this is an ATM. So you insert the card, enter the PIN, and then you get to withdraw the cash. Okay. However, internally what happens is when you insert the card, it will validate the card details. Then when you enter the PIN, it will validate the PIN details and then give you a response to withdraw the cash. Here, it hides the internal implementation and only shows the essential features. That is, abstraction shows what an object does, but it hides how it does. So this is called abstraction. And abstraction can be achieved by two things. First is abstract classes and the other is interfaces. Let's see what an abstract class is. If a class contains one abstract method, then class should be abstract class. Okay, let's understand what abstract method is. So for example, if we have a method, say void display, and if this method is unimplemented, that means it is an abstract method. Now, let's consider one more example, void display. System.out.println. Let me write here display. And let me write here one more method, void display. So let's see. Now that we have understood, because this is unimplemented, it is called as abstract method. If you see that void display, braces open, system.out.println display. This method is now implemented. So this is not an abstract method. So what is this called? You can generally call it as a method, or this is also called as a concrete method. This is a concrete method. This is an abstract method. Okay. Let's come to this void display, and then the braces are open but there's nothing inside it. Let me tell you, this is also a concrete method because you have opened the braces, you have implemented this method. So again, this is a concrete method. So I hope you have understood the difference between an abstract method and a concrete method. So let's continue. So as discussed, if a class contains abstract method, then it is called as abstract class. We cannot create an object of an abstract class. The reason is, how will, this method is not implemented. How are you supposed to create an object of it? Java will not allow you. The compiler will not allow you to do this. And abstract class can contain only abstract methods or only concrete methods or both concrete and abstract methods. Okay. The next is interface. Interface, where it has 100% abstraction and it is similar to a class. A class with all abstract methods is called as an interface. Okay, so an interface is a type and its definition block which contains only abstract methods. It is 100% abstract class. Inside interface, concrete methods are not allowed. The interface should contain only abstract methods. By default, the methods in interfaces are abstract and public. We cannot use any other access specifier. All variables in an interface must be public, static and final. Even if you don't define, it is going to be public, static and final by default. An interface can extend one or more interfaces, which is multiple inheritance. That means one child, multiple parents. And we cannot instantiate, that is, we cannot create an object of the interface. Now, let's understand the concept of interface and abstract classes, because there are so many things right now. I will tell you with an example. Okay, so this is one interface called as Wi-Fi. And this is another interface called as Bluetooth. Okay, this is interface. Then we have one abstract class called as device. Let me write here abstract class. And we have one more class called as, say, iPhone. And this is a concrete class, or in general class. Okay. Now, these interfaces will have only abstract methods. Okay. Abstract class can have abstract methods and or concrete methods, and concrete class will have only concrete methods. Okay. Now you're going to have a relation in all these. So this abstract class is going to inherit from Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. That is, it is going to have two parents, also called as multiple inheritance. Okay. And so it is going to inherit from Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and iPhone is going to inherit from device. Okay, so what that means is, here iPhone is going to inherit from devices, that is, it is going to extend. That is how we write as iPhone extends device. Why have we used the word extend? Because this is an abstract class. It is going to have concrete methods. Okay, and now this device is going to implement the interface. So this abstract class is going to implement the interface. Why am I saying it is going to implement? Because it contains abstract methods, and abstract methods are unimplemented methods. Hence, you are going to implement it, and so it is going to. So this device is going to implements Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. So this is a general example where to use extends keywords, where to use implements keyword, what is an abstract class, interface, and a normal class. So we'll see this example through a code, and we'll understand all these things in a better way. Now for the example, I'm going to take first an abstraction class and have a main method in it. And I'm going to create two interfaces, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and abstract class, and one concrete class. So let's begin with the first one. Interface Wi-Fi enabled, and because it is an interface, it is going to have abstract method. So I'm going to put it as void connect to Wi-Fi, and this is going to be unimplemented. Let me just write it, unimplemented method. Similarly, I'm going to take another interface, interface Bluetooth enabled, and this is also going to have an unimplemented method. It's going to be void connect to Bluetooth. Yes, unimplemented method, and this is also called as abstract method. Let me note it down. Yeah, so this is how we create interfaces. It is very easy to create an interface, all the method definition, not the implementation. Next, we are going to create an abstract class. So we can create an abstract class with abstract keyword. So it is going to be abstract class device, and because abstract class can contain concrete methods and abstract methods, I'm going to show both of them. So first I'm writing the concrete method, which is void power on, and I'm just going to print a statement in this. So let me put here system.out.println, and I'm going to print the device is powering on. Okay. So this is the concrete method, which is also the implemented method. Now I'm adding one abstract method to this abstract class. Abstract void operator. Okay, this is an abstract class. If you see, if I remove it, I get an error because it is not implemented. We have not added a body to it. So I'm going to keep it as it is, abstract void operate. So this is an abstract method. In this way, we have created an abstract class and two interfaces. Now I'm going to create a concrete class which has all the methods implemented. For understanding and convenience, let me name everything. So interface 1, which is Wi-Fi enabled. Interface 2 is Bluetooth enabled. They are interfaces because they have all the unimplemented methods or all the abstract methods. Next is the abstract class, and now we are going to create a concrete class. A concrete class will have all the concrete methods. Now, as per the example, we are creating a class now, say iPhone or smartphone, which is going to extend or implement whatever. Let's see what it does. First, let's try the extends keyword. So class smartphone extends Wi-Fi enabled. Okay. Is it allowing us to do so? No. The reason is Wi-Fi enabled has unimplemented methods. And when you have unimplemented, that is abstract methods, you have to implement them. You cannot use extends keyword. So either you can change the extends to implements, or you can extend another class. A class can extend a class. Okay? But a class implements an interface. So when I change it to implements, one second, let me add the braces and everything. Okay, so when I change to implements and when I add the unimplemented methods, that is, when I give body to those methods, void connect to Wi-Fi, it is going to allow me. I should have, okay, that's fine now. I did put the wrong name. So yeah, public void connect to Wi-Fi. This is the method that we have implemented right now, but just by closing and opening and closing the brackets. Similarly, for Bluetooth enabled, again we are going to use implements because Bluetooth enabled is an interface, and I have implemented the method. Now this smartphone extends device because this device is a class. It is an abstract class. It has abstract methods, but it also has concrete methods for which we use the extends keyword. So even if I've used extends, it has abstract methods which I need to implement. So abstract void operate is implemented by using the brackets. And we can also override the method power on. Okay, now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to connect everything. Okay, so class smartphone extends device. A class can inherit from another class, and for that we use extends keyword. Now this abstract class implements Wi-Fi enabled. So we are using implements because it is an interface. It also implements Bluetooth enabled. So these are the two interfaces for which we use implements. Let me see the mistake. Oh, there's a spelling mistake. Yeah. So this is our overall structure, and I have implemented all the methods. Now for ease, I'm going to add a sys.out to everyone. I'm adding smartphone is operating with touch, Bluetooth connection, device connected to Bluetooth, and device connected to Wi-Fi. So these are my sys.out. Now let's go to our abstraction class. Okay, now that we have two interfaces, one abstract class and one concrete method, I am going to create an object. So as we know that we cannot instantiate an interface or an abstract class, for that we need an object of the child. Hence we are going to create the object of it. And now from this object I am going to access the methods. So phone.connect to Bluetooth, this is from interface Bluetooth enabled. Similarly, phone.connect to Wi-Fi from Wi-Fi enabled. Then we have operate. This is from the abstract class, which is from the device. Yes, if you can see this. And then we have this power on. So it is phone.power on. Okay, did we miss anything? Okay, so we have pulled out the methods from interface and abstract classes. And now I'm going to run this. So when you run this, you can see device connected to Bluetooth, device connected to Wi-Fi, smartphone is operating on touch, and the device is powering on. Now, if I change the parent reference. So I'm creating an object of, let me create an object of smartphone, but this time I'm going to change the reference. And okay, now let's consider the device to be the reference. Okay, when I change it to device, you can see that connect to Bluetooth and connect to Wi-Fi, we are getting some error. Yes, because they are not directly accessible, those methods. And hence when we run this, we get the response to this as the other two, that is smartphone is operating with touch and the device is powering on. So this was all about abstraction, where we know that it hides the implementation and shows the essential features. Thank you, and see you in the next video, where we would be going one step ahead from OOPS.